Hello everyone, it's Mrs Drury here. I'm sure you've all been working so hard this week, so I thought it'd be lovely if we did some baking together. Today I'm going to show you how to make feel-good flapjacks. Now the first thing you have to do before you do any cooking is wash your hands, which I've just done, so I shall put my towel away. I'll run through everything you're going to need to make the flapjacks, but I've also got a list here to help us, and I can put on the website the recipe and the ingredients if you can't remember as we go along. The first thing you need is the tin to put your flapjack in. Now mine measures about 30 centimetres by 20 centimetres. So if you grease your tin, it will stop the flapjack from sticking, but I've also put some baking parchment in as well to help my flapjack come out. So I'll just put that to one side. Okay, the first thing we're going to do is get our 50 grams of butter or margarine, which I've put into my pan. I need to add 2 tablespoons of peanut butter, which I've got here. 1, 2. So that's 2 tablespoons of peanut butter. The next thing I need is 2 tablespoons of runny honey. That's easy to remember because it was the same. That's 1 of those. And 2. I should just say at this point, I have already put my oven on. You need to put your oven on to warm it up to cook your flapjacks. So my oven is a fan oven, so I put it on at 140 degrees. So that's our peanut butter and our runny honey and our margarine, and I'm going to warm that on my hob. Now this is when you'll need an adult to help you. Anything with the oven or the hob, you must get a grown-up to help you. So I'm just going to warm that up on my hob over here. Okay, so while I leave that to melt over there, I'm going to show you the other ingredients we're going to add to our feel-good flapjack. Okay, we need 2 small bananas that are ripe and easy to mash. Now I've mashed mine already, but I'm just going to give them another little mash to make sure there's no big lumps, but it doesn't matter if there are lumps in it. I'm sure it will be delicious. So I've got my mashed bananas. I'm going to put those into my bowl. We need to put in grated apple. Now I've peeled my apple and then I've grated it. So that's going to go in with the bananas. Just put all that in together. So that was 2 small bananas and 1 grated apple. I'm just going to give it my hob a little stir. It's all sizzling away nicely over here. My peanut butter is starting to melt. Turn that down and let that keep softening up together. That's looking good. Now also to this you need to add 100 millilitres of hot water. So again, get a grown-up to help you. So I'm just going to measure that in. I've boiled my kettle already, so my water's nice and hot. Make sure I'm on millilitres. There we go. About 100, so I'm going to give that a stir. So that's my bananas, my apple and the hot water. That smells really good. Right, let's put that to one side. Now I need to measure out my dry ingredients, so I'm just going to get my bowl for that. Into here we want to put 250 grams of rolled oats. So I'm just going to measure that in. It's quite a lot of oats. These are what give you the energy to do all your hard work. There we go. Now, the recipe says to add chopped dried apricots, but I didn't have any of those. So I'm going to treat myself and add a little bit of chopped chocolate. So that goes in there. And next we need 100 grams of raisins and 85 grams of mixed seeds. So if you want to come and look at these, there's a mix in there of raisins, sunflower seeds and pumpkin seeds. So I'm going to tip all those in together. Now give that a stir. Now all we've got to do now is combine everything. So let's go back to the hob, that's all melted lovely. Okay, I'm going to put the wet mixture in first. Give that a little stir. Pour in the peanut butter mix. Make sure your groundnut helps you with that because that saucepan might be hot. I'm giving it all a good stir. If you want to come and have a closer look at this, I wish you could smell it. It smells really good. So we're trying to mix it together so that the oats look wet. You can't see any dry oats anymore. We're nearly there. Okay, so now all we need to do is put this into our tin that we got ready earlier. I'll slide that back in. I'm going to just tip it into the tin like so. And press it down with the back of your spoon. Press it into the corners. There we go. Now we're going to bake that in the oven for about 40 minutes. So I'm going to leave you now while I put it in the oven. Again, get a grown-up to help you with that, and I'll come back to you and show you what it looks like when it comes out of the oven. Hello, so the 40 minutes is up now and I'm going to get the flapjack out of the oven. So I've got my oven glove, you get your grown-up to help you. There we go. Let's put it here. Now what I'm going to do with this is it's too hot to cut at the moment, so I'm going to leave it in the tin for about 10 or 15 minutes. Then I'm going to cut it into squares and put it on my cooling rack, and once it's cool enough to eat you can enjoy it. I'll just show you the ingredients that we put into the Feel Good Flapjack, just so that you can see those before we finish. Okay, so I hope you've enjoyed watching me bake, and if you have a go and want to post any photos of things you've baked on Chilson Facebook page, I'd love to see what you get up to. Thank you.